Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Brian Goes Blue back for another collection update. It's been a long time, but shit happens. Life happens, all that stuff. So let's get into it. I got like probably 30, 40 titles to show off. So I'm going to start off with a couple of my new releases first. First one being one I watched last night. It was Village of the Damned. Really enjoyed this, guys. Not one of John Carpenter's best, but I thought it was really, really solid actually. You got all these all these kids. They all get born at the same time. All the mothers get pregnant at the same time when a blackout occurs in the town. And I thought that was a really cool premise. This is a remake actually. I haven't seen the original, but so I just saw this one for the first time. And it's got Christopher Reeve, Superman, the old Superman, and then Kirstie Alley's in it, and also Mark Hamill playing the priest. That was really cool. Definitely worth a watch, and check it out if you're a John Carpenter fan. Next one I got the other day. I got this one in the mail. Came in perfect condition. I heard a few of them from Amazon got messed up. But that's Bride of Reanimator from Arrow Video. I'm really happy with the set, guys. If you haven't ordered this yet and you want it, I would jump on it now because Arrow just put on their Facebook that they sold out in the Arrow store, and the only copies available are left are on Amazon and Amazon UK. So I'd jump on it now before you're spending like crazy eBay prices or whatever. I'm sure they're going to come out with like a normal, regular Arrowverse Amaray version or whatever. But you know how they normally do with the releases. But they did the same thing with Society last year. So it comes with really cool, like really really thick comic with it too. I'm not going to unbox this because everybody and their mother has already. But mine came in perfect condition on all sides. Like I mean, just a great release from Arrow Video. Bride of Reanimator. Would like to see Beyond Reanimator come out on Blu-ray from Arrow or something, or even the regular Reanimator. I kind of want to get that Second Sight UK edition because that's probably the best version of the original Reanimator. But as far as Bride of Reanimator goes, this movie's awesome, and definitely pick this one up, guys. Awesome. Next up, I got another Arrow Video pickup, The Mutilator. I got this one like towards like mid-February or something, but yeah, really really fun 80s throwback slasher movie, man. I haven't ever seen this one before. Glad to pick it up. So if you like Blood Rage, you definitely like this one too. One of the best, the probably the best death in this in this movie is whenever a girl gets an axe right up the up in between her legs there. Thought that was a really funny scene in the movie, but yeah, it's got a really catchy theme song, and if you like these Arrow Video slasher releases, I definitely recommend this one. Mutilator, great release. Next one I got was Pieces, and I got the actual jigsaw puzzle in this one too, which is pretty cool. I'll show you, but really happy to get this release from Grindhouse Releasing. I'm gonna cover it right there, but you can see the little jigsaw puzzle that's in there. Ordered it from deep discount, so I don't know if that made a difference with the jigsaw puzzle or whatever, but just it's all in all a solid release and a really fun movie too. That's Pieces from Grindhouse Releasing. Next up, I'll show off my steelbooks that I got first off, I got the Hateful Eight. My Best Buy only had like 3 copies of this whenever my store opened, and luckily I got there like right around 10 o'clock when they opened, and I was able to pick one up. These are going for like $50 on eBay now, so if you see one in your Best Buy that got returned or something like that, just pick it up and resell it and get some money or something. But anyways, yeah, really lovely steelbook. I really like it a lot. I like the border around it, and this is probably like one of my favorite new Quentin Tarantino movies. I like it a lot better than Django Unchained. A lot of people would probably give me flack for that, but I think it's a great movie. If you haven't seen The Hateful Eight, like Quentin Tarantino, awesome. Check it out. Next one I got from Zavvi UK, and that's the Labyrinth Mondo Steelbook. I haven't opened this one up yet, but I've seen what the inside looks like, and it looks really nice, but I don't know if I'm going to keep this one sealed or not. Probably not. I'm probably just going to, yeah. I only buy one copy of each movie for my collection. What the hell am I thinking? Anyways, I just wanted to pick this one up because I love the movie, and I didn't have it on Blu-ray yet, so I'm not double dipping. I'm just picking up the best version that I see of this movie. And I love Jennifer Connelly. She's one of my favorite actresses of all time. And David Bowie, rest in peace. I love this movie, Labyrinth. Last steelbook I got for this update is Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. I got this off Hastings Go Hastings for like $5. It's got a little dent in the top, and I kind of had to bend it back. But what can you get? Used steelbook for $5, whatever. We really love this movie. Mary Elizabeth Winstead from 10 Cloverfield Lane's in this, and we got what's his name, Michael Cera. But yeah, if you haven't seen Scott Pilgrim vs. the World, recommend checking it out, especially if you like old school video games. It's got a lot of that kind of a 8-bit style feel to it. It's directed by Edgar Wright, who directed Shaun of the Dead and Hot Fuzz and The World's End. So yeah, real fun watch. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Next one up is a 60s movie from Arrow Video, and it's Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. This movie is like an acid trip, guys. If you like watching scantily clad like women like just doing all sorts of acid and just kind of like a total acid trip of a movie, just doing drugs and rocking out. And they got some pretty cool songs in here, and definitely a cool soundtrack. Some of the girls in the movie are actually in a rock band in the movie, so that was kind of cool. It's got a boatload of special features like every other Arrow Video release has, and it also includes a second movie called it's called the 7 Minutes, the second movie in here. And I really like the front cover of this. It looks really cool. That's the other reverse cover art. So yeah, if you like 60s like hipster type movies, that aren't Austin Powers making fun of them, Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, I'd recommend checking it out. I bet you Russ Meyer has a pretty extensive collection of sleaze. Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. Alright guys, next up I got my Disney movies for the update here. First off, I got the lenticular slipcover from Best Buy for The Good Dinosaur. Awesome movie, guys. I didn't think this one was going to be that good, but it actually was. I like it almost as much as Inside Out. And it's just kind of a simple tale, but I thought it was really, really well done. And the animation's gorgeous. I really like this lenticular slipcover. It's not that much of an effect to it, but it's really nice nonetheless. The Good Dinosaur. Next one I got 101 Dalmatians 2, Patch's London Adventure. Just trying to collect all the sequels, to all the old school Disney movies. 101 Dalmatians 2. Next up, got Muppets Most Wanted. I got this one used for like $6, and I needed it to complete my Muppet movie collection. I think I have all the movies now on Blu-ray, so that's really cool. Muppets Most Wanted. I really like this movie, but I don't like Ricky Gervais. He sucks. I fucking hate that guy. But yeah, Muppets Most Wanted, great movie. Next one, I got a 2-pack here. It's Mulan and Mulan 2. Haven't opened this one yet. I'm looking for the slipcover for this, so if anybody has that slip, let me know. Mulan and Mulan 2. Next one I got Toy Story, classic movie. One of my favorites, definitely my favorite Pixar movie. Can't go wrong, Tim Allen and, Tom Hanks, Gotta love those two together. And, yep, Toy Story. That being said, got Toy Story 2 with that newer slipcover on there. I believe this is the one that doesn't have the DVD, just has the Blu-ray and a digital copy with it, so one of those re-releases, like they've been doing lately. But yeah, Toy Story 2, I like this one. Lady and the Tramp 2 next. Haven't seen this movie yet. I really love the original Lady and the Tramp, so I figured this would be an okay movie. And again, collecting all the sequels. So Lady and the Tramp 2, Scamp's Adventure. Next one I got Monsters Inc. Scored this slipcover online. I don't really have the 3D version. I got the regular version, the 2D in there. And really, really good movie. I love this one. John Goodman, great. Just Billy Crystal, great cast. Awesome movie, Monsters Inc. And then I got the sequel also. Got Monsters University here. Haven't seen this one yet, but looking forward to checking it out. Alright, next one I got here is kind of a rare slipcover. I found it on Blu-ray.com forums. It was like $7 or $8 shipped. And it's Stand By Me. I got the slipcover with it. the 25th anniversary edition. I know Nick Darden's been looking for this slipcover for a while, but you know, I got a copy too, brother. And just a great movie. It's based off a Stephen King short novel called The Body, I believe. And it's got young Kiefer Sutherland, John Cusack in here. You got River Phoenix, Will Wheaton, Corey Feldman, Jerry O'Connell. Just an all-around classic movie, guys. If you haven't seen Stand By Me and you love coming-of-age movies, definitely awesome movie. I call this a masterpiece, guys. Stand By Me. Next one, I got, this one was like dirt cheap. It was like $15 used on Go Hastings, and it came with a slipcover too. It's the first, all 6 movies featuring the original cast of Star Trek, the original motion picture collection. You know, it's got 6 films in it. It's got the motion picture, The Wrath of Khan, Search for Spock, Final Frontier, and The Undiscovered Country. And it kind of just houses them like this, you know, kind of little flip trays. But all in all, really good deal for $15. I think this goes for like 35 bucks in stores. And not too big of a Star Trek fan. I like Star Wars better, but yeah, was looking forward to checking these out, just seeing how they are. If not, I'm pretty sure I can get my money back. Star Trek, the original motion picture collection. Next one I got was like $2, and it's Hot Tub Time Machine 2, just to complete the Hot Tub Time Machine collection. I didn't really care for this movie that much. It's alright. It's nothing great. Just a little bit too stupid for my taste. And yeah, it does have a small cameo of John Cusack at the end, and Chevy Chase is in here looking like shit as always lately. But yeah, Hot Tub Time Machine 2. I don't really recommend this one, guys. I recommend maybe watching it first, maybe Redbox it first. I might just throw this shit away. Next one I got is Goosebumps. Really enjoyed this one. I watched it before I bought it, and I thought it was definitely worth a purchase. And it's, if you like Jumanji and those type of kids movies like Zathura and stuff, where just a bunch of characters come to life and wreak havoc among the town, I'd recommend checking out Goosebumps. It's really cool, and I especially love, my favorite character here is Slappy the Dummy in the movie. He's really great, and yeah, Goosebumps. Recommend checking it out if you like this kind of family friendly movies. Next one I got Cloverfield, and hadn't seen this prior to buying this, and I wanted to see it before I saw 10 Cloverfield Lane. Really enjoyed this movie. I know it doesn't tie into 10 Cloverfield Lane at all, but I like Lizzie Kaplan a lot, and I like T.J. Miller a lot, and yeah, J.J. Abrams did a pretty good job with this one. And I'm not a big found footage guy, but if you don't like found footage, I would definitely still recommend checking this one out, Cloverfield. Next one is Parenthood, Ron Howard film. I got the 100th anniversary slipcover with it, and just a great family comedy. You got Steve Martin, Keanu Reeves, Rick Moranis. I love Rick Moranis, and it's just all-star cast, guys. If you like family-friendly movies that, you know, just make you feel good, I recommend checking out Parenthood, guys, if you have not. I got a double feature next is League of Their Own and The Natural. I know The Natural is not that well respected of a movie, but I wanted to get this mostly for a League of Their Own, and it was cheaper to get the 2-pack than just to buy League of Their Own on its own. And it's actually the 20th anniversary edition too, so that's a plus. Haven't seen the League of Their Own since I was a little kid, and I remember liking it a lot. You know, baseball season's here, so I figured out pick up a couple baseball movies. So yeah, I got Gina Davis and Madonna. Tom Hanks is kind of a scumbag in this, I remember. So looking forward to checking that one out again. League of Their Own and The Natural. Next one up, I got a couple of Canadians here, and that's Strange Brew, Rick Moranis and Dave Thomas here. These are the characters that they played off of a show called SCTV. It was a Canadian SNL kind of show with a bunch of different people, like John Candy was in it, and Eugene Levy, I think, was in it too. And yeah, this is just a really funny, wacky movie about two guys who put a dead mouse in a beer bottle and give it to a beer company just to try to get free beer, and all sorts of hijinks that ensue after that. I really love this movie, guys, and definitely worth like a $7 pickup. I think I saw it at Walmart in the Walmart dump bin, but I got it online for like $7. Great purchase, guys. Check it out if you haven't. Strange Brew. Next one, I got a Mill Creek set. This is like the Sun, Sand, and Sweat 4-movie collection. It's got Private Resort with Johnny Depp, Perfect with John Travolta and Jamie Lee Curtis, Hard Bodies, and Spring Break. I haven't seen any of these movies yet, except for I watched Spring Break around Spring Break, and I thought that was really, really fun. I'm really big sucker for 80s cheesy summer movies and beach movies and all that. Mill Creek always does a good job whenever they come out with these crappy collection titles like this. They always have pretty good transfers, but I heard Perfect doesn't have the best transfer, but whatever. This thing was like $8. Definitely worth the scoop if you have the money for it. Next one I got is a triple pack. It's Nacho Libre, School of Rock, and Tropic Thunder. I got this mostly for Nacho Libre and School of Rock. I love Nacho Libre. A lot of people give it flack, but I think it's really, really fun, even though it's really dumb. It's got the Napoleon Dynamite humor because it's the same director. So, and School of Rock's directed by Richard Linklater, and I love him. So, Tropic Thunder's just all right. I think I liked it better when I saw it in theaters, but anyways, for like $10, I couldn't pass this one up. Triple feature, Jack Black. Next one I haven't seen yet. It's Chronicle, another found footage movie. I heard this one was really good. A lot of people recommended it to me. All I know is it's supposed to be about superheroes, and it's a found footage movie, so that's all I know really. Chronicle. Next one up, I got a digibook here. This is You Can't Take It With You, Frank Capra, Gene Arthur, and James Stewart. Really liked Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. I got that digibook last year, and looking forward to checking this one out as well. You Can't Take It With You. Next one I got is another digibook, and it's The Big Lebowski. I got this one used off of Hastings for like $4 or $5. It's a little bit rough around the edges, but all in all, it's still got the book is fine, and the disc is intact. The disc is good, and how can you go wrong? $5 for digibook. Big Lebowski, The Dude Abides. Next one I got, this is a Code Red pickup. This is Trapped. I went into this, I blind bought this, and I thought it was really fun. If you like backwoods slasher movies, really, really cheesy, but really entertaining actually. I was more entertained by this than a lot of the horror movies that have come out by Scream Factory and stuff. But yeah, Trapped. I'd recommend checking this one out. Guys, if you're on the fence about it, I would just pull the trigger. The only thing that sucks about this is that the audio is really bad. The video's pretty good, but the audio kind of sucks. It's like a mono audio track, I'm pretty sure. But the transfer is brand new on it, so I recommend checking out Trapped, guys. All right, on to some more catalog titles, guys. Got a lot of these used from Hastings for like $3. They had like one of those 50% off sales, so I had to, whenever they have a 50% off sale, I just go for it. And first one I got from there was Varsity Blues. Classic Paul Walker, James Vanderbeek. I love James Vanderbeek. And Amy Smart, Ali Larder. I always think of the whipped cream bikini scene in this movie. And you also have Scott Conn and John Voight. That's who I was thinking of. John Voight is the coach. He's an asshole of a coach too. But yeah, check this movie out if you like 90s football movies. Varsity Blues. Next one, I got Joe Dirt. Never gonna ever buy the sequel to this movie because it's dog shit, but the original Joe Dirt is really good. If you like that sort of thing, it's got classic walking. My favorite scene in this movie was probably whenever the kids combine two elements in like a science room, and then they make like killer mustard gas, and then they all have to like Clem has to save all the kids or whatever out of this messed up science building or whatever. But the David Spade's being a janitor at. I thought that was a really funny scene. It's got Brittany Daniel in it, who's really, really attractive, and it's got Kid Rock in it for some God knows what reason. But yeah, if you like old school Adam Sandler movies, definitely recommend checking out Joe Dirt. It's just a fun turn your brain off movie, Next one, I got a Robert Rodriguez movie. This is The Faculty. I love this movie when I was growing up. It's about, aliens taking over teachers at a high school. And it's got Josh Hart in it when he was real young. It's got the chick from the Fast and the Furious movies, whatever her name is, Jordana Brewster, Usher Raymond. You got Elijah Wood. Jon Stewart's in this. Robert Patrick from Terminator 2. Salma Hayek's in this because she was in Desperado, Robert Rodriguez movie. But yeah, really, really fun. Kind of an invasion of the body snatchers meets high school type movie. The Faculty, check it out. Next one I got is Ted 2. I needed this for the Ted collection. I know I got this one for like $7 used off Hastings as well. And I haven't watched the unrated version yet, but looking forward to checking it out. I like these Ted movies. I know we don't get too many good comedies these days, and this is one that I actually enjoy. So yeah, Ted 2. Speaking of comedies, these are great movies. This double feature here. Rest in peace, both these guys, Jack Lemmon and Walter Matthau, Grumpy Old Men and Grumpier Old Men. Really love these movies. I remember growing up with these movies in the 90s and really enjoying them, having a good time with them. But yeah, if you like crotchety old men, check out Grumpy Old Men, guys. Great movies. Next one I got here is my favorite foreign film of all time. This is Run Lola Run. I haven't seen it in a long time, but I remember that she has like 20 minutes to get the money to this mob boss, or else her boyfriend gets killed, and it's like shot in real time. So there's a little timer in the corner of the screen that shows you exactly how many seconds she has until the 20 minutes are up. And I just thought that was a really good way to film a movie. Yeah, it has subtitles in it, but it's not too many subtitles to read. And I just recommend checking this one out, guys. It's really, really fun. Kind of edge of the seat thriller. That's Run Lola Run. Next one I got is Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. Steve Carell, Keira Knightley here. I remember seeing this one in theaters. I haven't seen it since, and I remember enjoying it a lot, even though the ending is kind of depressing. T.J. Miller has a great cameo in this movie as a hostess of at a restaurant. I think he's a waiter or whatever. But anyways, he has like really funny hair in it and shit. But yeah, Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. I recommend checking this one out. I like all these focus features and any independent movie. I usually go for yeah, Seeking a Friend for the End of the World. This one's a classic movie, The Goonies. I just needed this one to upgrade to Blu-ray. I say more. I don't really know what to say about this. Everybody's seen The Goonies. Love The Goonies. Next two here are, I know the first one's out of print. I don't know if the sequel's out of print, but got these for dirt cheap. Short Circuit, out of print Blu-ray here. Johnny Five is alive. This is the original WALL-E, guys. So if anybody tells you different, just show them a picture of Short Circuit, and this is definitely what Disney got WALL-E from. You got Ali Sheedy and Steve Guttenberg in here. Haven't seen this in a long time, probably like 20 years since I've seen this one. So yeah, looking forward to revisiting that. And next I have Short Circuit 2. Yeah, I know this one isn't as fared as well as the original, but I like it actually more than the original. It's just a really all-in-out fun movie. I always get this song "I Need a Hero" at the end of the movie stuck in my head. I think that's the song that plays towards the end of the movie and during that the ending montage. But yeah, Short Circuit 2, really fun movie, guys. I wanted to get that double feature 2-pack that Best Buy used to have in the Sony Save Station for these, because I think it had an extra feature or two on the sequel here. But yeah, didn't get that in time. Next up, I have a movie Steven Spielberg presented when I was a kid. They made this animated movie. It's We're Back, A Dinosaur Story. Not the best animated movie. Not nearly as good as Land Before Time, guys, but all in all, very fun. I got this for like $3 off of Hastings also. I remember it was just a really fun movie. I think it has, it's got John Goodman, Jay Leno, Martin Short, and Rhea Perlman in it. So if you dig 90s kids cartoon movies, check out We're Back, A Dinosaur Story. Next one I got is The Voices with Ryan Reynolds. Really enjoyed this movie. It's got Anna Kendrick in it also, and uh, basically this guy ends up killing somebody and putting their head inside of his fridge, and all he hears are his cat and his dog talking and telling him what to do, but it's actually him voicing the cat and the dog in the movie, which I thought was pretty neat. Really, really, really dark, twisted comedy here, but I enjoyed it a lot, guys. The voices, Ryan Reynolds, definitely a turning role for Ryan Reynolds. Like you've never seen him in a role like this, guys. Check it out; it's really fun. All right, guys. Last stack here. This one I've been waiting to get for a long time. It's been, it's a Twilight Time release and it went out of print, but I found it on Blu-ray.com for like a couple bucks more, just a couple bucks more than what Twilight Time would have originally cost for it. And that's David Lynch's Wild at Heart. Really glad I got this one. Nicolas Cage blows it out of the park in this movie. This is just a great performance overall, Nicolas Cage. You also have Laura Dern here, Willem Dafoe, Crispin Glover is in it, Diane Ladd, Isabella Rossellini, Harry Dean Stanton. All in all, just great performances. And his name is, I think his name is Sailor in this movie, and he kind of portrays like an Elvis style character in it. And there's a couple scenes where he's like dancing around and singing and stuff, and he kind of sounds like Elvis Presley in this movie. But yeah, it's a really trippy freaking movie. The opening scene is just intense. Whenever he just like destroys this person's face or something like you have to see it to believe it. But yeah, David Lynch's Wild at Heart. You know how freaking weird David Lynch is, guys. So I recommend checking this one out if you have the chance to. I know UK has it. You can get it, but I was looking for this Twilight Time one just because it has a cool making of documentary on it and a couple of cool special features on it as well. Yeah, Wild at Heart. Really happy to have this one in my collection. Next one I got for like I think it was $7 on Amazon. It came with the slipcover too, a lenticular slipcover at that, and it's Insurgent, the Divergent series sequel. I like the first movie, Divergent. I haven't seen this one yet, but looking forward to checking it out. And for $7, and it came with a digital code too. I mean, why not? You can't get any better than that, really. Just like Black Friday prices, basically. But yeah, I really like the effect of that cover too. So yeah, Insurgent. Next one up, I got for free actually when I bought Wild at Heart. The seller was giving away a movie if you spent over $30 or something like that. But yeah, that's Moon with Sam Rockwell. I know this has one of those rare slipcovers to get, but yeah, I heard this was a really good movie. Haven't seen it yet. I know it's a Sony Pictures Classic movie, which I really like that line of films that Sony does. And yeah, the only person I know in this movie is Sam Rockwell, so I know it's a really good movie, but I just have to check it out. Moon. Next one, another Mill Creek title here. That's My Science Project. I had a lot of fun with this, guys. It's a PG 80s movie. It's got what's his name in it? Dennis Hopper is really crazy as a teacher in this movie. They find that this kid finds this. He goes to a junkyard and finds this time machine kind of thing in all these car parts, and it eats up every bit of electricity that it has. Like he puts a car battery next to it, and it starts like making waves through time and stuff like that, and making portals through time, it was pretty cool. A pretty cool movie, especially towards the end when a lot of stuff like comes back in through the portal. But yeah, check out My Science Project if you like 80s movies and you like Dennis Hopper. I recommend checking it out. Next one I got is a $6 pickup from Amazon. It's Dope. Really fun movie, guys. Dope is just really fun. Didn't think I'd enjoy this movie as much as I did. Popped it in, loved it. I'm gonna be watching this one for years to come, guys. Dope. Dope is dope. And next couple ones I have from the Coen Brothers movies. No Country for Old Men. Just needed to upgrade this one to Blu-ray, guys. I love this movie. It's a 4 Academy Award winning movie. Javier Bardem blows it out of the park in this movie. Josh Brolin's great in this, and so is Tommy Lee Jones. No Country for Old Men. Great. Next one I have another Nicolas Cage, Raising Arizona, with Holly Hunter as well. It's got John Goodman also and William Forsythe, I believe. And this is just a really fun movie about about a couple that steals a baby, and then the hijinks that ensue from there. And Nicolas Cage has that ridiculous mustache in this. It's just such a fun movie, guys. Raising Arizona. Next one I have I Love You Man. I need to upgrade this one from DVD to Blu-ray. Paul Rudd, Jason Segel, Lou Ferrigno, with Andy Samberg's in this. J.K. Simmons, Jon Favreau's got a good performance in this too. I always look at women with dogs and I always think that they look like Bowser's, just like it always reminds me of this movie. And it's very quotable, guys. I Love You Man, one of the better comedies that's come out in the last couple of years, I think, and really enjoy it. Yeah, next one I have up is My Boyfriend's Back. I remember growing up on this one in the mid-90s. It's basically about a kid who tries to save a girl from a robbery at a convenience store, and he gets shot and dies, and he comes back from the dead to go to prom with her. And because while he's dying, she says yes to him to go to prom, and then she doesn't obviously think that he's going to come back from the dead, but he does. And just a really, really funny movie. This is the original back cover art that I remember seeing. This little image right here used to be on the cover of the DVD, and the girl's really gorgeous in it. And it also has a bunch of funny cameos in it, like Matthew McConaughey's in it, Philip Seymour Hoffman, and Matthew Fox plays the bully or asshole in the movie, the jock boyfriend character. But yeah, if you like comedy horror and you like movies from the 90s, I'd recommend checking out My Boyfriend's Back. This is like $6. Great pickup, guys. Check it out. Alright, and last but not least, guys, I got literally every single steelbook of Star Wars for the whole series. Had a gift card burning a hole in my pocket since Christmas, so yeah, just wanted to pick these up while they were still available. I was debating whether to pick up the box set or not, but I wanted the Force Awakens steelbook, so I figured I'd get the other ones that match it. Got some Phantom Menace. I love the back poster art on these. I wish they would have done the same with the Force Awakens. And you got the Attack of the Clones. Everybody's showing these off. You got Revenge of the Sith. You got A New Hope. Got Empire Strikes Back. Love that art. Return of the Jedi. Love that art also. And then I got The Force Awakens, which I really enjoyed, guys. Love Force Awakens. I've always been a pretty decent Star Wars fan. I just never really watched the movies all that much. I always wanted to pick up the box set, but I was waiting forever for those the original trilogy to come out on Blu-ray. The untouched, versions or whatever of the movies, but looks like they aren't coming out anytime soon. So I just picked these up. Hopefully, sometime they'll come out with the original trilogy and like a box set or something like that, and I'll pick those up too. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and thank you guys for being patient with me and not having a video up for a while. I'm actually gonna have another video up in a day or two with all of my Olive's titles, my Olive Films pickups, because I picked up a big bunch of Olive Films titles from deepdiscount.com whenever they had a sale. I really enjoyed that company, and I love the movies that they put out on Blu-ray. So look out for that update as well, and like, comment, subscribe, share on all the social media if you want to. I really appreciate all your help, and Brian Goes Blue signing off. Peace.